Alright folks, this is another vlog. Fortunately this is going to be primarily about another death. Al Davis of the Oakland Raiders has passed away at the age of 82. He was a huge player in the merger between the AFL and the NFL. I am a little too young to remember the glory days of the Oakland Raiders. However, living in California, you hear a lot of other people talk about them. So I don't really know much, but I do know how dominant they used to be, how good their team is and was. It's starting to turn around this season. I do feel slightly sad that he did go. He was always a little eccentric, a very positive guy. I thought his team was the best, but then again, I guess so is Jerry Jones of the Cowboys. So I guess, being an owner, that's not a bad thing, of just a feeling that your team is awesome. But over the past couple years, he's drafted a couple questionable guys. He goes for more athletes rather than, position guys. Darius Heyward-Bey would be one of them. I thought he could have done a little bit better in the draft. But regardless, he started, I think, in like 63, with the team, and he's basically been with them for almost 40 years. That makes over 40 years being with the team. That is incredible. He became head coach, then part owner, then complete owner in like 73. Numbers could be a little off, but he was instrumental in the NFL being what it is today, which is pretty cool. See, from my perspective, I'm a little bit more of a sports guy. So, Steve Jobs dying, not too big of a deal. Again, I'm not an Apple guy, so I didn't really care too much. However, being a sports enthusiast, when someone of this magnitude passes away, it hits a little bit closer to home. The only difference between the two is Jobs did it at 56, Al Davis did it at 82. Both of them had issues. It wasn't too big of a shock. I know Steve Jobs, with all his money, someone would have thought that he would have been able to prolong his life a little bit more. And he did. I bet you anyone with what Steve Jobs had probably wouldn't have lived as long as he did. And Al Davis, same way. He fought pretty hard, but he has been in declining health for the last couple of years. You just see him on TV, and he just doesn't look the same, which is a little sad. But as the guys get older, you kind of see them slowly, get to that point where they can't do anything anymore. It's a little bit like athletes. You see them playing, and then all of a sudden you see them start to, deteriorate, start to not perform up to their capabilities. And it is a little sad to watch, but you know what? He made a great impression on football, which has now become basically America's favorite pastime, even though I still love baseball. Football is a joy to watch, and I really like the way that it's headed. But you had two guys who kind of shaped America die in the past couple of days. You had Al Davis convert the AFL to the NFL, helped with that merger with his Raiders, and build up the NFL as to what it is today. And then you also had Steve Jobs die, who built up Apple and was kind of the enemy, I guess, rival to Microsoft. So without those two companies, and NFL is a business. So without those two companies, the world would be a lot different. So I don't know. I guess my question would be to the people that watch this. I know I'm a huge sports fan, but are you guys? Because I know I got a lot of guys across the pond. Do you guys even know who Al Davis was? And if you haven't, YouTube some of his videos, some of his press conferences. He was a fun guy to watch, but he was more positive. Jobs was more of a negative, downer guy. Al Davis was a lot more fun. But you know what? This is in response to his death. He died early this morning. And you know what? I'm not a Raider fan, but you know what? I pull for them now that he has passed. So You guys have a good rest of the day, and I will see you guys later. This has been The Ace Charming, over and out.